So do you ever wonder why some drum beats make you want to move and groove and tap your foot while other ones just feel flat? It all boils down to one concept known as syncopation. My name's Tyson. I am the owner of bedroomproducer.com, where I help bedroom producers produce, mix, and master songs that they're actually proud of. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use syncopation to add feeling, groove, and vibe to your tracks, and how you can use that in your songwriting today. So we're going to pull up a MIDI drum track just to show you this concept of syncopation in action. First step is to create a software instrument, pull up whatever drum kit you want. All right, so I'm going to use this Autumn Leaves. So to pull up your MIDI panel, you can hit E on the keyboard and it should pull up this. If you see the score, just click over to the piano roll and we're going to start creating some MIDI notes. So to do that, just hit the command key and then click and you can create some notes here. We're going to start off with just a basic drum pattern here. So just a kick on the 1 and the 3 and then a snare on the 2 and the 4. So this already creates some syncopation, because all syncopation really is a division between notes. So we have this drum pattern here. Let's mute those for a second. So you quickly recognize, okay, there's a pattern. The kick is just a very regular beat there. And then we add these snares back in, and all of a sudden you have a little bit more groove and feeling. If we want to create even more groove and feeling and kind of a bouncing effect with this, all we have to do is create some more divisions. So let's create some hats here. And if you'll recognize it, this is now a dance beat. So it's very poppy. It makes you kind of want to bounce up and down and dance a little bit. That's the basics of syncopation. We can get way more advanced here though and do some really cool stuff with this. So let's move back these hats a little bit. What we've created is even more syncopation, because you can recognize there should be a beat here and then a beat here. And so you can see these actual divisions here. This is offset into its own little division again. So this would be a 16th note. Basically, it creates a completely different feeling now from just the normal dance beat that we had before. That feeling is swing. So now if we want to have a little bit more driving beat, we can actually move these so that they're forward. It makes the beat feel like it's trying to rush a little bit, trying to move it forward. And obviously I've used kind of extreme examples, but we can get as subtle as we want. Say we don't want a really massive swing feel, but we can just push it back just a hair if we still get this kind of swing effect. You can tell that hi-hat is just pulling back on the beat a little bit rather than when it's dead center like this. Just a quick recap. So far, we've covered 3 styles. We have dance or bounce, we have swing, and then we also have driving. Those are the 3 basic styles that we can use here with our drum patterns, but there's way more that we can do, because after we have a basic pattern in place, such as this one, let's just use a little bit of a swing like we had before. I kind of liked that feel. What we can do now is introduce other syncopation elements to this. So let's go ahead and add our bass in here. So we're just going to copy this track out and let's listen to what the bass has to offer here. All of a sudden we have this groove here. So let's take a look at actually what's causing that. So if we look at both of these close up here, we have this dance floor fuzzy bass. There's 1 hit here with the kick drum, but there's 2 with the bass. And so this second note right here is actually creating some additional syncopation. There's nothing that's actually happening here on the drums on this second 16th note right here, but there is with this bass. And you'll notice that this bass is hitting all of these upbeats right there. So now we've covered the micro examples of syncopation. Let's look at a little bit more macro. So this is a little bit more intuitive maybe than individual syncopation, notes within a single measure, but we can actually do macro syncopation. The bass kind of already has a little bit, but let's add some to the drums. We just have a static beat that's playing very predictably through the entire song. What we can do now is mix it up a little bit so that maybe at the end of these 4 measures, our drums have a little bit of a fill, and we can kind of mix up the feeling of the entire track and create more syncopation, because all syncopation is creating the unexpected between notes. So we set a pattern and then we break that pattern, and that catches people's attention and creates this feeling of movement and vibe. We can do that from a macro standpoint here. So we'll just do something simple right here. So we've essentially created an extra kick after the normal kick, again, breaking up that pattern, creating another subdivision within the kick track itself. And then we also have some extra snares here, and we're missing the snare over here where it normally is at, and the kick is taking that place. So again, by just mixing up these small things, we're creating a ton of movement and vibe. And I was listening to the bass to make sure that I wasn't just copying everything that the bass was doing, to create a little bit more space between the bass and the drums, as well as just create some more kind of push and pull between these two elements to create said vibe. So let's listen to all 4 measures here in the context. And then maybe we want a little crash coming in. Obviously, this is just the basics here. Maybe we want to actually create a little bit more of a straight beat, but we don't want it to feel boring, because that can be so often the case inside of our songs. So let's just create a new software instrument. Let's just do a normal drum kit. And we want to just create a classic rock beat, but we don't want it to feel dead and boring like most rock beats do when we make them with MIDI. All right, so now we have our classic rock beat right here. It already has a little bit of natural syncopation with these beats right here. There's way more we can do though with a little bit of dynamic processing to create even more feeling inside of this track. Let's just select every other note here, hit the Control and Command key, and that will allow us to adjust the velocity of these notes. And let's just turn up everything. Actually, now we're talking about that. Okay, so here's before. Here's after. There's just way more feeling and groove, even with just a little bit of dynamic push and pull here. We can use all of these 3 ways to create syncopation inside of our songs. First, just by adjusting the drum pattern itself to create either bounce, swing, or a feeling of driving. And we can create syncopation with macro changes of just the drum pattern itself over time. Generally, after 3 patterns of something, you want to kind of mix it up, even if it's just something really small. And then the last way is to create movement and vibe with dynamics in order to create a more compelling drum pattern that actually moves over time. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're struggling to finish songs, then I want to give you a free guide. Finished songs are the songs that actually get released and go somewhere. So if you're struggling to even finish your songs, you have a bunch of ideas, but you just need to pick them up and take them across the finish line, then there's a free guide down below that you can pick up. Click the link right down below to get that guide for yourself. Should also be in a pinned comment at the top. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.